Hi, John here. Just doing a live. I've been trying to get on Facebook for another 15 days left of banned from making lives online, Facebook, because someone put me and dobbed me and spoiled any any posting, and that's a loss. And her name is Michelle Coco. That stuffed me up and spoiled a presentation I wanted to do with Ngapuhi today, and it's taking all day to try and contact Oriana or Manny Harris or Raymond Harris or BJ, Bruce Joyce, or um, Ruben Hehe, or anyone up there in Ngapuhi to see if we can get a hui going. And it's going past, the time is flying past, and I need to get my book back from Gregory Cook today or tomorrow and go straight up there. But no one's answering the phones, Oriana. No one is actually awake 24 hours a day business. No one is thinking about business. Only the Army General and nobody else up there. So what's wrong with the rest of Ngapuhi that's up against 20% of Ngapuhi that's gone with Cindy Kiro, the Governor General, and what's happening there, I can see with my own two eyes, want to do something about it, and everybody is asleep and not good enough to run a business. The Chinese saw this, they would be shocked that everyone has a day off and they work 24 hours a day, the same as I do, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No stop for anything or any problems. There seems to be a lot of problems up there in Ngapuhi, and I want to see if I can help to get things cranked up and going because you're going to get left behind. If you're playing around with cryptocurrency, you're going to get stung with it. I'm telling you right now, next year, they'll pull the plug on you and your crypto, and you'll be penniless because I'm just warning you. That's the carrot that's going in front of Napoli. Yet, once again, after 180 years, never learned a lesson about the treaty was a fraud in the first place because it's got no end date on its no contract. And unfortunately, you didn't see that. And you're getting caught again. You're getting caught with the same carrot from the same pirates on the IC in the New Zealand Crown private corporation. The trouble is you don't know corporation law and contracts. So I'm here trying to help, and you're all asleep up there, and no one is talking corporate language. And that's the problem. This country is going down the gurgler because you don't research and do some work to find what's the problem with this country. Okay, I can tell you what's wrong. That's what these documents are for, to put an end to all the crap of fraud and corruption. And you can't see nothing because you don't learn here. Okay, you need to learn and not sit around waiting for something to happen because it'll be too late for you by the time you find what's actually going on with this government here right in front of your eyes with the flag that belongs to the Ngāpuhi Hapu and chiefs. Who's the chief? Who's the mischief? Who is playing up and who is taking advantage of who is leading the country and where is the country going? Up or down? Okay? Who controls the country? Who controls the money? who controls the law and who controls the people. Hmm? I say it's the people power, not the politicians. They are slaves and they are there for you, not for themselves. So, what can I say? I'm shocked because many, you're not answering your phone. Old mate of mine up there in Mangamuka, where's your phone? It rings and rings and rings and rings and rings. You know what, mate? No good for business. When you don't answer your phone, the deal is lost. I can lose this deal with the Chinese and with the Saudi bank because you fellas are slowing me down by not saying nothing. No one was on the Zoom last night. You see, the response to something as serious as this, and no one from Ngapuhi turns up to have a say. I sent you the link to the Zoom, and you always use Zoom. The government uses Zoom. The rest of the world uses Zoom to communicate by face looks. Okay? And where are you? Nobody. Where is the phone ringing for business? Nothing. You know, sometimes it's a waste of time talking to you people up there because none of you knows what's going on. You just slide down and let them walk all over you. You see, I can't stand by and watch that happen to this country. Who is there to talk to? I need to talk to somebody up with Ngapuhi. I'm making a last ditch effort to get something going. Otherwise, we're going to leave you behind. We're going to leave you behind because you fail to answer just to get something legally going. You got no answer anymore because you never say anything to head this government off, taking this country out for sale to some other foreign business company. So, what can I say? I'm shocked that nobody's answering, not even Bryce Smith. That's Nuki Ulrich's son. I've been with Nuki Ulrich in the Whakamininga for years and know it back to front. All the whakapapa there, all the titles to the land, all the legal documents, all the Freemason stuff, and nobody wants to talk about it. Here, these books, there's many of them I put together, right? And without those, what have you got? That. Because none of you want to know the legal side of where you're going to get money from when it switches off. Hmm? Don't go to the bank because that's switching off too. It's all going one way order, one world order, and you're letting them walk all over you. What a shame you don't voice yourselves in a proper setting. No use going to the Waitangi Tribunal. It belongs to the government of Wellington. Okay? You won't get anywhere there. They've only got Ngapuhi to settle, and they're doing it with Ngāti Hine. They're doing it with Ngāti Hine, one tribe out of the whole of Ngapuhi. That's 20% support of Ngapuhi, and the rest of 80% Ngapuhi is sitting on their ass doing nothing about it. Shame. Shame. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'm waiting for you to call me, Oriana, because you didn't give me your phone number to keep in touch with you. Who can I rely on? No one. I can't rely on anyone to talk to because you have no leader. No one like Kingi Todo that talk to me all the time. Right? I got my confidence in him and no one's measured up to him yet. Okay? That's I'm here for Te Tii Marae, but you don't want to talk. And when I was there at Waitangi Day, Kala didn't let me get up to talk, rather let everybody else talk, and no solution. Looking for solutions? Has anybody found a solution yet? No. Okay, here it is. Here. If you know how to read plain English, here it is here. Okay? That's what it needs. The legal documents. Okay? Where is your legal documents? How are you going to make money and just keep borrowing and stay in debt till you lose the whole flipping land? Because that's the collateral the Crown owns in Britain, not the Crown in Wellington. Okay? That's your problem. And I won't be sitting around anymore because I'm waiting for someone up there, Oriana and Manny Harris. You fellas can play what you like, play around with the crypto. You're getting pulled in to their contract just like that because you want a little money. That's only a fraction of what we are going for. The whole of the Crown's business. And you people have got the King's flag and can't do anything with it. The government's got it. They've stolen it and doing everything that you're supposed to be doing with. That wasn't given to the New Zealand Crown government. So there, that's what I want to say. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just waiting around for someone to pick their bloody phone up and call me before it's too late. Okay? We were going up to get my book, one of these ones, this one, like this one. Gregory Cook has got it, and he's holding out on me, which is becoming serious now. It becomes a police matter after tomorrow to recover that book back to the court. Okay, and no one's doing anything about it yet. I didn't see anybody come onto the Zoom last night. Maybe you're shy to come in front of the court. I don't know. There were 7 people there, but I left it open for someone to say something for Ngapuhi, and nobody's talking for Ngapuhi. It's like silence, stunning silence, and it's really sad for me to watch. Really sad to watch, and make me cry to see Waitangi cry, cry, cry. Cry tangi all the time because no one will get up and do something about it. Cindy Kiro putting a foreign flag up on the ship mast and taking over right in front of your eyes. And you think it's okay? Ngapuhi, you're going to lie down and let that happen to you? Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. So who is brave enough to do something about it? Bruce, Joyce, waiting for you to ring, mate. I left you fellas my number, and no one's calling me. Not one of you is calling me to see if I'm going to do something good with what I've been spending all my years up there. What for? What for? Hmm? Might as well sell myself to the Chinese and get the hell out of here. You see what I feel? No confidence in you up there because you've closed up and gone with the devil and Satan into the Waitangi Marae with the snakes and the Paratonai because I'm afraid to say you don't understand corporations and how it works. Right? Until you know that, it's going to run right over you till there's no more of you left. They want to get rid of Maori because they created the word Maori, and they'll get rid of you all and your land title and everything. You'll own nothing and think you're going to be happy. Well, that's what they said. You're going to own nothing and be happy. That's next year. And if you don't get a jab, they're going to arrest you and lock you up. And the United Nations Army will be all over the land and you'll have nothing left. I'm telling you now, I'm warning you, that's coming because I'm watching it every day like a hawk. I've got an interest in this country and I won't sit by and see it get taken over because Ngapuhi did nothing. Right? No one had a solution. I saw that. Me and my little crew saw that. All talk in front of everybody on Titi Marae, and nothing came out. Nothing came out to fix a corporate problem that this government, you can't stop. None of you can stop it except these. Looks like theirs. Okay. So there, I don't want to waste my time anymore because we're just going to carry on with the general of the army and leave it at that. Leave Ngapuhi alone to sort out their problems and go down with the debtors. If you get caught up with those debtors and their cryptocurrency, I'm telling you, it's not safe because they warned you they could pull the switch on it and seize the lot. When they've got your money, they will seize the lot. The New World Order, World Economic Forum, and the Zionists, Germans. Yep, they've done it you over, and they're going to do you over again. And that's your fault for not learning how the system works against you with our own people. It's your own worst enemy is yourself and allowing your own people to rule over you with other strangers. Anyway, that's all. I'm just going to try one more time to ring Manny Harris. And Oriana didn't give me a phone number. Ring Bruce Joyce and ring Chris Royal or Chris Morgan. He says his name is Chris Royal. And that girl in the Te Kare that used to be before. What's her name? Her name is Crystal White and Ramana Lemon from Ottawa. We'll bring those ones. Ruben Hehe, Cliff Royal, Owen Kingy. These are the people I'm trying to ring. Oriana, Te Rore, Taoho, Ngāti Whātua, Te Roroa, I know all that. Ngāti Korokoro, Ngāti Rahiri, Ki Taku Papa, Tupuna Toto, Ki Moetara, that's Russell, Moira Hoffman Russell. Okay, I know, that's her Tupuna Moetara. She's from Russell Beverly Islands or mostly from Rawene in Kaikohe. She let me stay in her home in Rotorua on Fenton Place, right on the waterfront. I lived there in Rotorua for a while with Moira Hoffman. Let me have her house to run this business way back. Okay, so there, that's her. Said, John, I want my land back at Russell. She's a Russell from Russell. And that's where the problems are, right there. And that woman Michelle Coco is mixed up with Jerry or Timmy. See the names? They don't sound like indigenous native of Tahiti. That's Tainui, Ngapuhi, and Ngati Pro are Tahitian, not Hawaiian. That's Arawa. Te Arawa and Rotorua are Hawaiian. Different dialect, different temperament altogether. See? And I spoke to Ellen Hickey yesterday and ex Hickey yesterday. X was down in Cambridge but didn't make it to Louis. But I was waiting for him to come on Zoom, but that's okay because he's got an X to cut that flagpole down like his ancestor Honeheke cut the bloody flagpole down on the British because he didn't trust them selling his land. And now we got the same again. The Heke will have the last laugh. And we only need one. We got two. We got three homu for Mungatotri Mountain because I'm going to put my father-in-law's house back where it was beside the big rock of Paramount Chief Tira Waikato Whare Here Here Manukau. Okay, that's his rock right there. And Peter Mihinui was looking after it with me, my father-in-law. Okay, that's Tracy's grandfather or uncle or grandfather. See? So there, that's our little group here with Pare Rivers and Tracy, CEO, Rapata Ka, for the right whakapapa and history of Hikurangi Mountain in Hiruharama, the right toi karako, not toi he tuatahi. You see, the Ngati Pro iwi is mischief to change the whakapapa around to suit themselves as going out. We're going to get rid of them and their Maryland court. Go with it too. With this writ warrant here, 15 pages, and this title, Native Magistrate Court title, King's title, War Powers Act, 1869. King William III of Orange, Battle of the Boyne, to raise money, taxpayers' money, to take over the Westminster Parliament and kick out King James and the Catholics off the place. And there's Queen gone, the Catholic is gone, ran away with the money in the treasury, stole it and took it to Germany. So we're getting it back. We're getting it back with a mortgaged lien of our flag right over the top of all corporations in the world. They get the bill. You get the bill. Waitangi Marae, National Trust, you get the bill for all those trillions missing gold, missing children, missing money, missing profits, and missing businesses that are hidden away, hiding stolen property and memorials for their documents. And one of them, the main one, is the Maui statue of Queen Victoria Trust, 1844. That's that title that belongs to us, her crown, Queen Victoria Crown, corporate business, legal inheritance belongs to the Maui Crown, King William IV Trust. And we also claim the King Emperor's title of King William III of Orange and the War Powers Act over the top of the America Congress War Act and demolish it out of business. Put a mortgage of 9.7 970 million trillion pound note over that entity and its deep dark state, Vanguard, um, 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 and the other company there, Vanguard and what's the other one? The two companies with Bill Gates, his company, Tesla's company, and all those other companies that are corporate one-man band shows, and ours is a community development cooperative ownership of everyone owns the native lands, the land, the resources, and the business. And that's going up against these single people we've got in photos in these books and put them out of business with a mortgage lien. That's what it is, a mortgage lien flag of 1834 contract. We're pulling all these people into contract with us here, with this lineup and all these seals, and us here and me over here, and King George IV over here, and Te Rawagato Whare Manukau, and King George 1823 lease contract over New Zealand country with trillions, right? With trillions. And we are going to the Saudi Bank next week with or without the consent of Ngapuhi because they're not here talking to me about all this lot. Okay? How the hell would you get on in a commercial world with tikanga? I'm in the tikanga law too, with this moai right here on East Island. This is Easter weekend in remembrance of this moai that Queen Victoria stole. She's a thief of the Rothschild banks, stole this moai off my family, Royal Tahitian Wano family in Raiatea Island and Easter Island, and took it to England to claim the whole world with this title crown. That's a woman for you. That's the biggest thief out. And you see in here women that have corrupted this country. Right? Right here. Just one, just one, just one. See the crown on her head up the top? You see? This fella is the Maori. He's the Abo from Australia. He's not Tahitian origins. He speaks Maori, which comes from Tahiti. Okay? It doesn't come from Australia. This is an Australian fella that's learned the reo. And when he learned the reo, he shot the flag with a shotgun musket. And they picked him up and put him in the highest position of Maoris. What does that make you feel, Ngapuhi? How do you feel about that? Are you happy with that? Or do you think this picture means a lot to you? Or means nothing to you? Or do you want them charged for what they're doing to the flag that's here, over here, here, the flag right here? You see the little flag up the top, up here, of our British and native chiefs contract. She's got a contract. We've got a contract with Britain. How she got on the land. And this is what the visitor does to you. The squatter on the land does to you. Take over. Ngapuhi, is that all right? You think that's a good idea? Or do you think it's a bad idea? Huh? And this woman here, next to her, that's Cindy Kiro there. And there's her dressed up. Ordinary and put right into the spotlight as a Queen of New Zealand, director of a corporate private company called Sovereign Crown of New Zealand. How about that, eh? With her little flag up here. Do you think that's a threat, or do you think it's okay, Ngapuhi? Do you want to go along with that? That's what I'm saying. Why tell you to wake up? Because you can't wake up and talk to me. See this woman here? She's over here, no moko, no thing on her head, and here, with that thing on the top of her head, what the hell that it means, and the moko. What does that do to the moko? When you break the law of her employer, this one is her employer, the Governor General of New Zealand, and the money she makes and collects pays this one to have a restorative justice native court to help Maoris get off their case. 2 years off their case, and she got them right off. And they shut her down, and there she is with all the hapus beside her. They puts them out as well. All those hapus are letting her do that to break laws, and she's breaking our law in this book. That's why she didn't want her photo there. Too bad. The Freemasons have got her now. Anybody in here is answerable to the Freemasons. Okay? There's Tamaki here with no carvings. All of a sudden, he's got carvings all over the face and a big chief of Maoris. You know why? Because it's Maori, it's anything goes. Because it's invented by the Pākehā. Okay. Okay. And that's what's wrong with this country. It's back to front, inside out, and off the rails. Off the rails. Anyway, I won't go on anymore about this. This is the Freemasons here. Right here in Helensville. This is where I spent my time with Mohi Manukau and him and his grandfather, John Rogan here, the judge of the Awaroa Bank, which became the BNZ Bank, and it's the BNZ Bank in London. That belongs to this man's making of that bank. And I'm taking his place because the Rogans are our Wānoa family. Okay? Dick Rogan, tick up. Rokena from Horoera, where I'm parked up down there on the land. Okay? Masonic Lodge, you need this because they own all these documents, all the legal documents in every country in the world is owned by the Freemasons. I'll give them 5% of what we recover in debt for the use of their paper here, and not any higher, because they didn't tell us nothing. We had to find out ourselves what they were up to. And this man, Mohi Manukau here, is the title holder of Auckland and Cook Street, that the Crown took Sir Hugh Carfrow's contemporary history instead of this man and his great-grandfather here, John Rogan's title as the title to Auckland, New Zealand and New Zealand. That's what's wrong with you people. No factual evidence that you can't refute this lot. That's where the trillions is in this man that made your title on your land to get your bank loan. And the Vatican got the same thing too. And Donald Trump and all the real estate agents and that bastard Eddie Mitchell from Hamilton, 4 Elizabeth Street, Berescourt, Hamilton, stole the legal inheritance of this man, Mohi Manukau, like his ancestors stole Huia and Cornwallis, Manukau tribesman's land, and sold it off. That's the same Mitchell pirate family from Australia convicts, prison convicts in New South Wales. I'm saying to you people in Ngapuhi, you go after Eddie Mitchell and the money he stole off me in Ngā Atua e Wā o Te Limited Company in the IBC in Singapore and put it in the Mitchell Family Trust. Now, can you see a thief Maori and two white Pākehās make up the Maori and the Pākehā? Thieves, right in front of your nose. And here it is. Here's the proof. And they are supporting these two thugs, Klaus Schwab and this other Mongol here, okay? Blinken in America and Netanyahu in Israel and Zelensky in Ukraine, stealing the native land and killing them. Just war and killing machine. These people are liable for it. These people in Ngapuhi, this one, Syndicate, is liable for the death of those poor children and their mothers in Gaza, Palestine. She is liable and supporting the killing of innocent children and people in Gaza. Okay, and this one is stuck to her too. This Michelle Coco and Jerry Otemi is gone in the mental home because he went porangi. And this one will go the same way too because she's losing everything because she got smart to me and said, I'm homeless and I don't have any people following me. So there, that's what she gets. She scores her name in here and it stays there. Sorry to say, all those people that got their names in this court remains there because they are going to pay for doing that to me and to other people that have been trying to straighten this country out and these pirates from operating and stealing from you, the taxpayer. I'm here for the taxpayers and not pirates on IC. And there's your wicked Satanist Zionists here, this British Prime Minister and this Netanyahu killing machines, okay, and blaming these ones here, blaming these ones. Here's your terrorists here, and this is what Cindy Kiro and the government of New Zealand is supporting this terrorism here, okay? They are terrorists. Cindy Kira is a terrorist, and so is the National Trust of Waitangi Marae. National Trust. They are terrorists. I'm telling you that flat out with these instruments. And this is what we're dropping on the head to seize Cook Street, to seize the land there and everything off those two owners that we've been after since 2008 and also the land at Waitangi Treaty Grounds as well, 502 hectares, and also the Marangaro C12 block and the Marangaro G47 block at the East Cape and the Haho 7B block in Rangitukia Beach Road for the Russian military to go straight in there and clean the Waipa River up, make a new river, make a new airport there for the big Endovers and the big helicopters and international passenger planes to land there as well. Okay, and fix up the mouth of the river so the river can go straight out and recover all the silt and make a harbour wall out of it in the sea instead of rocks. Okay, we've got that underway. That's the first project. The Dutch barge to biggest one in the world to scoop up all the sand and turn it into liquid concrete out in the ocean and go around the island and recover the island and the land from further erosion and give the Crown in Wellington, the private corporation, the bill to pay. And you, the taxpayers, are going to have to pay that too. because it wasn't done to save our land. It lost 75 metres of land because of this government using the money for their own pocket and their own private interests. Okay, so there, that's something that I want to get off my back today. And waiting for Gregory Cook to ring me. I left messages with him on his phone, and he's not replying to me. Bruce Joyce and Ruben Hay better get on to him to get my book back, otherwise it's going into the police. Okay, as I complain that my intellectual property is stolen. Okay, I asked for it back, and he's had it for over 4 weeks to get signatures from chiefs. Now I got chiefs with signatures on there already. The heck is. Okay, the man that chopped the flagpole down is there with his descendants to go and chop Syndicuro's flag off our British UK partnership ship of Admiralty on dry land. That's our contract. You're tampering with Ngapuhi, Runanga, and Iwi National Trust. You're tampering with our contract. It's not your contract. It is ours, and I'm in charge of that and its instruments from Mohi Timati Manukau, the fourth, and the Freemason John Rogan. Okay? And the Cosgrove, James Cosgrove, and their lawyers. Okay? That's in my blood. That's my white sign of Cosgroves in Ireland, the 8-point star. Here, here. To pick up the range, the head lease range of New Zealand and the whole world. 256 countries pay royalties for the use of this High Court of Britain law to make money. And the Vatican made money out of this High Court rule of King William III of Orange, 1689, and made money out of the Congress in America, made money out of this book, the King William III's Court of Record, and mortgaged lands, bank loans, and trading of the flag through the world free passage. Okay, so there's King George, and Te Rawakato Wharehe Manukau next to him, and next to him is Dion Pico Walker, and the Navy chief that said he's obligated to the flag here beside me here. Okay, so that's our authority, starting from me here, dressed up, although I don't have to dress up like that, but the point made that that's my line of unbroken sovereignty, right to this Lord High Admiral Boyce here, and he's gone into the EU Parliament. They've dissolved the Navy, our partner, into the British Armed Forces, then took it out of the country into the EU Parliament. Thieves that have broken the international law of countries taking over countries and violating the sovereignty of the people of England, Wales, Ireland, and Scotland, and took it into Germany. Have nothing to do with those countries. Those 4 countries have been compromised and stolen of their wealth, their treasury, their identity, their sovereignty, of their birth certificates and government bonds. The German Nazi Zionists stole their sovereignty and stole everybody else's sovereignty in the world through these books of admiralty on the sea, and these ones especially on the land. Now, can you do any better than that, any of you? The answer is no, you can't, without the Freemasons. Okay? So there, I'm just saying, I've been waiting all morning for Oriana to call me, or my friend Manny Harris, or Raymond Harris, to call me for a hui up there and talk about this lot. What the hell am I doing with this talking about Ngapuhi? It's serious. It's serious. I think and talk serious, not playtime or not talk, and no solution. You see, there's no solution. It's here. That's all. I'm going to have some lunch now, and we will catch you later. And we'll have another court hearing on probably Monday with Andy Devine to wrap up this lot before the army moves in to seize the land and the country and the land under the beehive as well. Once this is gone through now, it's a contract to the New Zealand and Pacific Army, boots on the ground, to enforce into law it is. And that's all it needs. And it's going to happen that way, with or without Ngapuhi, who is still learning and crawling along the ground to see what they're going to do next. There's no way out. You are all trapped in these out one end of their mouth and another out the other end of their mouth and change the rules. Okay? Just like that. And that's what this government's doing with Cindy Kira. Changing the rules right in front of you, Ngapui, and you can't see it. You can't see it. And you had time to find a solution, and we saw it come and go, and no one had solutions to fix a big corporate problem because none of you are corporate. None of you are corporate because you can't get to that level. Just like that, talking whakapapa is not going to get you playing that corporate game. And that's all it is, a game. So there, that's all for that. And I just gonna try again. I'm giving up on Lapui because none of them want to talk about this. They'd rather just lie down and get tramped all over. Yep. So that's the way they are. That's not the way we are. We're going the opposite way. And if you're not there with us, you're not there with us. We have to leave you behind and keep going because we're doing this for everybody, not just Ngapui. Everybody in the world that's affected by the same crown corporation. Okay? Yeah, that's as simple as I can make it. You are all stuck in the corporate world, and none of you have any way of getting out of it. So that's all. That's all I'll say. I'll see you later, and I'll give Bruce Joyce another call and um, Mary Harris and Oriana and try till I give up. Trying to talk to them. Even Bryce Smith, I can't get him and he can't ring me back because I left my number with him. I've got his number and he's not answering the phone. None of them are answering their phone that Oriana gave me their phone numbers to call Ahui together and talk about this. Well, time is going by. You might be missing out because if I can't get my book, it goes in the police and let them handle it. Okay, just to let you know, it's serious what's going on at Kororareka and what's going on at Chichi Marae and what's going up at Koikohi on the main street there where I've been there before with Poraro and all those people from Otawa and from Pangaru and all from the Catholic Church on the other side of Rawene. Okay, so I'm waiting to go up there to meet with you guys and no answer. Silence is not looking good. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye. Today is Sunday, 31st of March 2024, and the time now is 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. And I've wasted all morning waiting for a Ngapuhi to call me, and nothing. Just plain nothing.